build an even better marriage after the faith transition. Today, we're going to talk about this idea of an ideal marriage. So, I hear a lot of people say, a lot of my clients will say to me, I know I definitely thought it in the early stages of my faith transition. I don't have an ideal marriage. Like a mixed faith marriage isn't an ideal marriage. It's really important to ask yourself, do you believe your mixed faith marriage? If so, you're not alone, but I want you to look more closely at that statement and what it's really creating for you in your marriage. So like I said, I hear this statement a lot from my clients. I know I've said it. This isn't what I wanted. This isn't going to be okay. This is not what I signed up for, right? There's many variations to this is not an ideal marriage. And I think it's important to ask yourself, like, what is an ideal marriage? What does it really mean? What did you sign up for? What does it mean to be okay in your marriage? If your desire, and a lot of times it's important to ask these questions to see if they're actually helping you create the marriage you want. So is your desire for an ideal marriage causing you to not enjoy the actual marriage you have, right? Because a lot of times when we have this concept of an ideal marriage, we're basically telling ourselves, I have something I don't want. I have something that's less than. I have something that's not as good as. So is your desire, I'm going to ask it again, is your desire for an ideal marriage causing you to not enjoy the marriage you have? I've seen this happen in my marriage. I've seen it happen in the marriage of my clients. When we think we cannot have the ideal marriage, then we believe we cannot have a good marriage, a happy marriage, a healthy marriage. We sort of create these inferences. So it's true, we may not have the quote unquote temple marriage, right, in the same way we once did. But that doesn't necessarily correlate to having a good marriage or a happy marriage or a healthy marriage, right? Those types of marriages are not mutually exclusive. So it may be helpful to just take some time and write out all of the characteristics of a quote unquote ideal marriage. I wrote things like kindness, respect, love, compassion, gentleness, fun, humor, right? And I want you to just, after you create your list, look at them and circle all of those things that can be part of any marriage, right? All of those things that can be part of a mixed faith marriage. You may be blocking all of those good things from showing up in your marriage because you're telling yourself, I don't have an ideal marriage. This isn't, and thus not a good marriage. I want you to just sort of open the door and consider the idea that you can have a good marriage, a great marriage, a healthy marriage, a thriving marriage, and a mixed faith marriage. Right? It depends on you, and it depends on what you believe is possible for you and your marriage. Do you need help believing that your marriage is a good marriage and is a great marriage and is a healthy marriage, even if it's a mixed faith marriage? I can help. This is so much of the work that I help my clients with. It's really being able to reframe, characterize the reality of their marriage in a way so it serves them, so they can be happy and really feel successful in their marriage. So often when we tell ourselves this isn't ideal, that's exactly what we create. We create a marriage that is not ideal. But if you can tell yourself this is a great marriage, this is a healthy marriage, this is a happy marriage, it can make a big difference. You may think this is semantics and that I'm just sort of talking silliness, but I'm not. Take my word for it. Try it out. Test it out. If you want to know more, contact me and let's talk. Reach out to me at mormoncouples.com. Just click on work with me. Set up a time for a free call. How amazing is that? We'll get on the call together and we'll find out where you are in your marriage, where you want to be. We'll see if coaching is the tool to get you there. All right. Start paying attention to what you're telling yourself, and let's talk soon. All right. Bye-bye.